time stoppage.
And where are you from?
Where am I from originally?
Yeah, tell us.
From Southern Illinois originally.
Yeah.
Southern Illinois, Belleville. All right. Not many people are from there. And I've been acting, producing out here for about 12 years or so.
Is there somebody from your project in the audience, like cast?
Yes, the writer is here, Terry Rossio.
Stand
right
up.
there.
Hey, Terry Rossio. Great writer.
Yeah, and the cast members could not make it tonight.
Okay.
But the two of us are representing.
That's cool. Real quick, because I'm going to go down, and so everyone think about this as we talk to Joe. In a nutshell, tell us why you did this project, and where it came from.
Well, I got brought on. I was actually doing another film that we were shooting on the property of Terry and Jocelyn Stammet, who was the show creator.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me about the project and what he was trying to do with it, and I just kind of obviously jumped on. And I think it's funny. I've never been on a speed date myself. I know a lot of people have and have told me really funny stories. In fact, our friend Alessia has had a lot of really good stories of dates that she's gone on. So I think it's just a really fun, little thing. We hope to have there are actually a lot of episodes. A number of episodes were produced before I jumped on board. And we just want to have a nice little collection and hopefully find a nice home for them one day.
And can they be found somewhere right now online or something?
We're kind of keeping them under wraps a little bit. We don't want to release them for free right now.
Okay.
It will be the plan to find one really nice home for them, whether it be a dating website that's already established or something like that.
Cool.
But we are doing the festival circuit with random episodes. So.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, welcome.
Lovely lady in the red jacket.
Thank you so much. I was trying to find parking and missed the screening, so thank you, Susan. I know. I didn't want to, come up.
There's no parking.
Yeah, well, the green lights aren't always available. I can't judge a book by its cover, I guess. So, writer, director, and actor, Sleepover LA. I was a snippler for a short film that is going to be released a couple months. And my name is Lily Baldwin, and I'm from New York City. I'm out here actually finishing the film, and it was really exciting to work with Susan and to screen her Snippler. I was a dancer for 10 years, started making films 5 years ago, and build dance into my narratives. Work with very sense of stylized dreamscape, and think that body and gesture, when deftly and artistically used, can actually tell story in more creative ways.
I think you're really tremendously talented. I saw your trailer in the previous block,
thank you.
and you look kind of like PJ Harvey or something, the way you're moving around.
Oh, is that a juice box after?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was great.
A series.
Your work is so good.
Thank you so much.
I actually wrote, side note, the Huffington Post piece that came out about this festival a couple days ago, and I used your little clip in the article. So.
I really appreciated that. It's sort of strange and interesting, and it's really nice to have it appreciated.
Thank you, Lily.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, where are you from?
New York.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
Who's next?
Hi, I'm Jim Sorrell. I'm the writer, creator, executive producer of Liberator, which was the Lou Ferrigno trailer for it. It's basically got our all-star geek cast that I every single one of these guys are people who I grew up admiring. Michael Dorn, who played Worf on Star Trek and Deep Space Nine for all those years. Peter Wilson from La Femme Nikita. Don the Dragon Wilson, action movie fans, kickboxing fans, of course, know him. And of course, Ed Asner. So it started out as a short film, and then it became a comic book series, which is coming out this summer via Blue Water Comics, which we're really excited about. And next up, it's going to be, if all goes well, a motion comic feature, and then if everything really goes well, a live action feature. So
where can people find it now, or in the near future?
Well, right now we're doing the festival circuit and Comic-Cons. Really, that's where our fan base is, obviously. So we're going to be at Comic-Con next month, and we're going to be in Wizard World Chicago, and we're going to be at Dragon Con and all those other things.
Oh, that's great.
A couple of other film festivals, too.
I loved it. I love seeing Lou Ferrigno in action.
It's great to
know who
that.
doesn't.
And the great thing is there's actual political subtext, which you didn't get just from the trailer, but Lou actually plays a whistleblower who was involved in all sorts of deep black ops shit back in the day, 30 years ago, and the superhero thing was his cover, and now he's finally decided to blow the whistle and come out. So there's lots of great subtext, or not even subtext, but overt ramifications as to what's going on now with Mr. Snowden and all that other stuff. So it's very cool.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Christy Smith. I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Welcome.
Hello, thank
Did
you.
you come here just for this?
I was planning to come to LA, so it was kind of perfect timing.
Okay,
really.
perfect.
Yeah, would have been a little bit full on, right? Done a big trip, did big 15 hours just to be here. So mine was the Sniffler Dead Heart. Sorry, with an American accent, Dead Heart. It's a bit easier for you to understand. Which was kind of the vampire species kind of thing. Basically, that was put together as more of a stylistic pitch. The story really kind of focuses on a kind of a supernatural civil rights movement. So in Australia, we're quite a young country, and probably in a lot of senses a good 40 years behind you guys, particularly with multiculturalism, and we've had some race riots and all sorts of things, I think, that have been really shaping the younger generation. And I really wanted to put together something that would give them an opportunity to put themselves in someone else's shoes, understand what it's like to see two species fight it out, deal with discrimination, understand what apartheid is about. It's kind of interesting being an island in the middle of nowhere, separated from everybody. So we've got to find our own ways to bring about education through entertainment.
I want to go to Australia.
Oh, you should. It's beautiful.
I
I'm sorry, I don't want to scare
Every time I
everybody.
meet Australians, they're the nicest people.
Yeah.
Very friendly.
They're quite friendly.
Yeah.
I think we're very. I think we've got pretty good manners.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
seem to. You're a good ambassador of your country.
I am David Dong. I was one of the writers on the Learning Curve, the t-shirt thing you guys saw.
I don't mind this. And my name's Phil. No, we shouldn't say.
This is Phil McCarty. He is the other writer.
No, it's okay. If you guys are a team, go ahead, do your thing. I love it.
All right. Okay, then we're a team. Rhyme or something, which we don't.
Well, or else I'll say everything and then you'll just be like, yep, that's it.
I feel like a hype man. I was like, hell yeah, hell yeah.
You both have amazing hair, by the way.
Thank you. We did this just for you.
Try incredibly hard.
I'm from Gainesville, Florida. He's from South Florida. And I have to say this just because I never thought I'd get the chance to say this. So when we were, living in Florida, we didn't have like everyone's cousins, like a director or some photographer or whatever. So we'd have to go to the internet to build our career, our knowledge of our industry. And the site that we used all the time, I'm gonna call him out right now to his face, Wordplay. We went to Wordplay all the time to learn. We still go to
I have
Wordplay.
packets and packets of
We printed it out.
printouts when I was
Last
studying.
week we were there because we had to write a treatment for something. We went to your site, Terry, to look at your treatment for
Stop.
Godzilla as a reference point.
You're
He's like, oh god, poor guy. But it's so cool to use that site to kind of leverage.
Don't do this.
So it was so cool to use that site to leverage it to get out here and then be in front of a room where he hopefully did not dislike what we made. So that's cool, right? Is that cool?
I love when the panelists are geeking out over the audience. It's like, doesn't happen often.
We'll get that inside later. But
So
now
great.
I'm live and
Uh-huh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
I feel like it was the second half of this question. Why we did the piece. So we could be in front of Terry Ross. You're talking about
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I loved it. It was so good.
Thanks so much.
It was so good.
Thank you.
Next.
I'm Nick Reed. I was a producer of, gotta change the title.
The Lady in Number 6.
Thank you, The Lady in Number 6.
Oh, so great.
Filmmaker, I've known for a long time. Just said I got this call from someone in New York about this lady. He told me the story, and by the time he was off the phone, 5 minutes later, I said, okay, we're going to do it. I called up 2 friends of mine, and I said, I need some money. You're going to lose it all. They gave it to me. I told them the story. They said, we're in. And we started shooting. When we started shooting, she had just about turned 107. And she was truly one of the most amazing people I've ever met. I mean, you walk away truly thinking, I'm not worthy. Shot for a couple of days. At the end of it, she lectured us all on the importance of mentoring, that it was our duty to find young people and try and help them any way we can. I asked I'm English, but I live in Los Angeles. I asked her a very California question. I asked her about diet, looking for some tips on longevity. And but she lives on Meals on Wheels, which in England is basically hot food delivered in a van. Just the most amazing woman. Just her attitude and view on life is just truly incredible. Film is going to come out. We're going to self-distribute the film. We're going to put out a longer 8-minute, 10-minute piece, hopefully beginning of July, which having done a lot of favors of people in the online space, I'm hoping to make go viral, and then hopefully get on DVD later this summer. And the goal, of course, is to, such an amazing story, to try and get the film, which is 40 minutes, see if we can get lucky and get nominated.
The full film is 40 minutes?
The full film is 39 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay, so it's like a long short.
Exactly.
A featurette. Okay.
So it's literally the reason I made it was when you hear that story, how can you not tell that story? So
oh yeah. I wish it could be a full feature. I mean, I love that. I want to see it. I'm dying to see it.
I took the view. We had a bunch of people see the film, and basically the best thing I got back from people, other than there were tears and there was laughter, was everyone said it was 10 minutes too short. Mm-hmm. So if you take the old adage, which is, leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
I think in a full-length feature, I think it would still be great, but I think it would lack the power, because when you see 40 minutes and there's two other ladies who are in their 80s who are very young, who also experienced it, and when you hear what they talk about, one of my favorite quotes from one of the ladies is, she said her father told her to put as much as she could in her head, because the Germans can never take it away from you. And it's just really about, I think, the power of art and the inspiration. So, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Jane Espenson. I'm local. Along with my partner Brad Bell, I co-wrote and co-created the Husbands one, which was the penultimate piece. So it was the one that was actually, we did it in 3 acts. So what you just saw was the 3rd act, where they were being interviewed by John Cryer. And the piece with Felicia Day at the end actually referred to something that happened in one of the earlier acts. So that's what was going on with that.
That's so cool. Can you talk about the genesis of it a little?
Yeah, this was a project that Brad and I started a couple years ago when he came to me with the idea of doing a show about gay newlyweds. And it was like, well, yeah, why isn't that being done? And TV has always done newlywed stories really, really well. We live in a marriage equality age. There hasn't been one. When it's been done on traditional broadcast television, the focus tends to get put on baby use and such, and it's like, we want to do a show about genuine newlyweds that are still excited about each other.
So when people get tired of The Bachelorette or something,
right,
clamor for this, perhaps.
Yeah. So now we've just started a new deal with the CW, and we've shot some more. We've got 40 new minutes of material that's going to be coming out this summer and fall.
That's cool. It's a really good cast.
Oh yeah. There's Joss Whedon you saw, and John Cryer, and McCarty Pfeiffer. So yeah, we've had some fantastic guest stars.
Great. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Adam Cushman. I'm the director of the Whipping Club. I'm originally from Miami. The Whipping Club is a book by author Deborah Henry, who it's about a woman in 1960s Ireland who's forced to give up her little boy for adoption, thinking that he's going to a better life in the States, but it turns out he's going to a very abusive orphanage. And you saw some of that. There are effectively 2 strains as far as what this is. It's a short film, but it's also a form of new media called a cinematic book trailer, which I'm sure you've seen some of the book trailers that are online, the slideshow, that type of thing. And what we're trying to do I run a company called Red 14 Films, and what we're trying to do is essentially approach the form much like music videos do for albums, which is to use cinema, advertising, and literature as one art, so that it's not a direct ad that you're using, but rather something that's visually appealing that hopefully will bring people to.
Well, it made me want to read the book, which is the point. And I thought it was beautifully done, really sensitively. Every element of it was beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Even though it's horrific,
right?
Obviously. Audience questions? please? Anybody? Raise your hand.